All you ever wanna do is play. So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
Stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke,
yeah, well, we can hold the peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Rilla gang, that's a true name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sega Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest, and I'm tired of niggas. They front they blessings, they want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empires fall, my legacy grows. I might just hop on this melody flow. All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do. We don't deliver on anything other than truth. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. You really have people fooled out here, don't you? When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king? It ends today.
Ayy, talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change your way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you, nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe, find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe, find your way, babe. Ayy, you the one that say that, you and me go way back. When this whole thing over, I'ma send my invoice payday. You don't wanna say that, you don't want this payback. I keep my composure, this my kingdom, nigga, stay back. We had a couple of moments, you had a choice, nigga, own it. Your real colors, they showing. I'm real, nigga, I'm focused. When I come around, I'm fly with it. Stay moving, do buy with it. New sound, just vibe with it. Same truth and we die with it. I see it like it's an obstacle. I never sit on the fence. Nothing to me is impossible. Music of me to the end. Most of the shit is illogical. All of y'all niggas depend on what they pretend. Just think what you had, stop looking at trends. You wearing your eyes like it's topical.
Clearly now, the pain is gone, the fame is on, and the
agenda they trying out. Most of y'all getting real scared of the headlines when you find out. And getting real near. If you don't know, you behind now. Behind the times, government hide behind the lines. Most brands trying to monetize. All of us have to stay inside, don't socialize. Talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change your eye. Got things to do. I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said, take a look around you, nigga. Find your way back. Find your way back. Nigga, find your way back. I said, take a look around you, nigga. Find your way back. Find your way back. Nigga, find your way back. Too many people on a bandwagon. Dumb band through that hellfire. Came out lethal like a red dragon. Same old rapper with the same old flows. Color dreads with the pants sagging. Got that fame, but you sold your soul. You a warlock, I'm the dark assassin. Said thick stacks, mode change. Big bags, faux chains. Get that money, said big facts, no gains. Big stats, mo fame. We back done said big names. On stage, big trap, no shame. Going and running that big check. My name, sign that, mo rain. Come back home and just come up, hey. Let's be with that drama, hey. Saw that fatty mama, hey. Told her I don't wanna, hey. Come up, hey. Let's be with that drama, hey. Saw that fatty mama, hey. Told her I don't wanna, hey.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised. Stand up if you should go to the fucking gym. Look at these people. They're crazy. They're skipping leg day. They're sitting down. I never skipped leg day. They skipped leg day. No one should skip leg day, quite frankly. But they're skipping it. It's terrible. Swole, Norma.
The sun is shining. The birds are chirping. The bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, Beaches, Booshes, Busses, Hustles, and Yahos? It's your boy Papa Swole back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2, flexing on all you Beaches. Welcome to the show. Jack Sparrow is here, helping you make sick fucking gains. Welcome. Hit the like button, subscribe. We're live on Rumble and YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Hit the like button, leave a 5-star review. All that good shit. Share the show with your friends because we don't get a lot of natural reach, but we do swing some big old knowledge cock here, and we hope to get many more people to the fucking gym. So share with your friends. And for those of you that might be new, we're going to get into some Swole fan posts. We're going to talk a little bit about what's been going on, and we are going to get into some questions and some balls deep content. The first thing we're going to kick it off with today is from Jennifer. This is over on the merch site, papaswolio.com. Buy one, get one 50% off. This is on the ringtone, Circle of Lift. What a great banger. Jennifer says, my morning gym alarm. I show it to everyone I can, and we rock out. Love it. 5 stars. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Love it. Get yourself some ringtones. Pick up a couple ringtones. Pick up a pack. We got a lot of cool stuff over there in the Swole Tunes section. So papaswolio.com for all the Swole tunes and much, much more. And of course, we have tapestries, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. We got a Swole card, fam. It is sick fucking gains. You could drop SFGs in the comments down below, and we'll give away the Swole card at the end of today's episode. We have all the puppers here. Aww. They're chilling. They're chilling. Looking good. Looking good. Excellent. Excellent. Fantastic. All right, let's do it. Time for the tip. Just some Swole fan posts.
It's cold outside.
We got this one from Danny. I love this one. This is a throwback. If you haven't been following for a long time, you're not going to get it. It's not weird. It's legit. Danny says, throwing it way back to the days of the urinal selfies. Who remembers these? And this is back like 2017, 18. The urinal selfie king. I am the USK. Maybe I'll bring it back, but I don't go many places where they have urinals. I'm training at home and stuff like that. So maybe I got to get a urinal. Maybe I'll just do a toilet selfie. But urinal selfies, those were the, used to flex, after a sick pump, would flex and take some urinal selfies. So anyway, you can find them. I'm sure there's somewhere. If you scroll back far enough. But thank you, Danny, for the throwback. I didn't know anyone remembered that. Look at that shirt. I got to bring this up. This design, this is underrated. This might be one of the most underrated designs. How many of you have the driving while gaining shirt? We'll bring this up on the merch site because the design is awesome. But how many of you have that one? The timing is great because we had a brand new driving while gaining last week. So you can go and check it out in overtime in Swole TV inside the app. Join the fam and check it out in the Swolenormous app. But that's a great shirt. So props to wearing that one. I got to find mine. I think I have a tank. I need to get another one. I need to get a new one and bring that back. All right, we got this one from Luis.
What's in the box?
Beefsteak. All right, beefsteak. We got, let's see here. Beefsteak Ranchero post crazy leg day workout meal steak for protein, rice and beans for carbs, and iron, but ultimately for the gains, ranchero sauce for the electrolytes and sodium. Maybe not the healthiest meal, just what's easily available while working and working out and what I was craving too. All right. So maybe you're eating out. I don't know if you made this yourself or you bought it somewhere. Looks like if you're working and working out, not the healthiest meal, you said, maybe you just picked it up, a local place, but hey, to each their own. It probably tastes good. I'm just, this just, what, for me, when it comes to meals like this, I'm not a big wet meal fan. I usually like my rice dry. But this is definitely some kind of like a nice little blend. So if you enjoy this type of meal, I get it. It does look good. And of course, if you're buying it out, that's the only thing. If you're getting it at a local place, it could be better than if you get it from like a fast food chain. So that matters. But, it's not like just because you're eating some of these foods or in this manner that it's automatically bad. It just matters what kind of oils they're cooking the steak in and where they're sourcing it from and the type of rice and what the sauce. Those things might cause you problems. And if it does cause you problems, you want to avoid it. If it doesn't, then maybe eat this kind of thing sparingly when you need to get some food in. I get it. It happens. But, proper preparation, you can avoid bad decisions. But, you're eating real food and it looks like you probably got it from a local place. So, all right, making some gains. You got to make those gains, bro. Got to make those gains. Got to make those gains. It's that simple. Got to make gains. How is she going to make gains? Got to eat. Got to make gains. Got to get big. Got to get that pump. All right, let's get into some more posts over in the Swole fam. All right, I posted a poll, and this is still active, so we got a bunch that came in. Do you eat yogurt? Drop in the comments. Do you eat yogurt? Cerny says, I don't like it. Simple as that. All right. Alita, whole Greek yogurt with berries. So I want to know, if you eat yogurt, what do you eat? And, the details. Chelsea says, Greek yogurt, sometimes for breakfast with nuts, berries, and dark chocolate chips. Sometimes for a late night snack with cinnamon. Oh, so a little bit of dessert there with the yogurt. Dana says, yes, as long as it's whole yogurt, add protein powder, fresh fruit, and honey sometimes. Mark says, yes, full fat yogurt with some fruit and or honey. Nice little treat. There you go. I had some yogurt today too. I had some yogurt, and I'll explain what I choose. Marshall says, I haven't been able to find good quality yogurt locally. I don't like it neither. It's hard to eat it regularly. All right. So not a big problem for you. If you don't like it, then you don't have to worry about finding it. It's good though. It's good. It's good. It's good to get those probiotics in. Melissa says, only raw Greek yogurt from Milo's Biofarm. Thanks, Papa. You're welcome. So I get it from, there's a local farm down here. We get it. I get it from Dutch Meadows. You can get it from Miller's Biofarm. You can order those online. I agree. I do raw, whole yogurt, whole fat, full fat, raw Greek yogurt, A2, dairy. It's great. I love it. And it's different. Greek yogurt's different. The quality matters and how it's made and how it's cultured. Pam says, nope, I've tried many brands, not my thing. Fair enough. Vasco says ratio protein yogurt. I don't know if that's a typo or if that's a thing, but I know what you're going to say about that. I know. Hey, I just don't like adding powders and stuff into my yogurt because you mix it up and you get chunks. Sometimes it doesn't mix well. But today when I had my raw Greek yogurt, I put a little bit of maple syrup on top and mixed it in and put some salt, and it was a nice little bump. I like it sometimes. I posted a meal that I had the other day, eggs and sourdough and stuff. But if I need something and I don't have time, or I'm not in the flow where I want to sit and make some eggs or something like that, I'll do the yogurt. Will says, I gave up dairy years ago, and once I did, the dry skin I had for pretty much my entire life cleared up. Dry skin. Huh. Interesting. I also wonder what kind of dairy you were consuming, because a lot of people do have issues with dairy, and it's the quality of the dairy or the lack thereof. When you're doing skim milk and stuff, you're ruining the dairy. You're ruining the milk and the yogurt. You're not supposed to have low fat yogurt. You're supposed to have what it was intended for, the natural bacterial profile. And plus, when you're pasteurizing dairy, and there's so much stuff online, I'm very, very much still shocked that there's so much hate, I would say, or pushback from large accounts on raw dairy. Raw dairy is fantastic. Why would you want to sterilize the quality bacteria? There's a balance. There's a natural balance when you have raw dairy. And if it's quality raw dairy and it's sourced properly and it's clean and you're getting it from a good spot, it's delicious. Tastes so much better, digests better. It's fantastic. But a lot of people have issues, psoriasis and eczema and stuff. And usually that's because of the low quality dairy. It's the same thing as drinking soda and other ultra processed foods. So you might have an allergy or issues with lactose or something like that. But a lot of times that's because of the pasteurized dairy and fillers and stabilizers and stuff like that. So if you want to dabble, I would recommend getting back into it with either raw yogurt, raw Greek yogurt, or raw kefir, and test it intermittently because you get the probiotics there and it helps you. It's easier to digest, or goat milk or sheep's milk. A2 dairy is also easier to digest. So if you have digestive issues or you have leaky gut and you have something, this is where you might have some issues. And it's not for everyone, but it's great. I used to have issues, quote unquote, with dairy. I used to avoid it. And then when I got into raw dairy and kefir and yogurt, I feel fantastic. Doesn't mean you have to pound it. Doesn't mean you need to have yogurt or dairy at every fucking meal. But we have raw butter. We'll do cheese. But, if you're doing cream in your coffee and then having yogurt and then drinking milk and then it could be too much for you and you want to just build up to it or sample it, but you want the quality. The quality matters. So good stuff. All right. Any other yogurt comments you could drop in the comments down below. And of course, speaking of yogurt, speaking of meals, let's get into a little bit with the greater Swole fan. Rate my meal. All right. Let's see what we got here.
What's in the box?
All right, Carl Olson.
Matt Damon.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on
If you're just
your
listening,
soul.
you're like, why is Papa Swolio busting a load? No, I'm not. Why did I hit that long soundboard? That soundboard is long. It's a really good one. The new big arch burger from McDonald's, that should not be going in your belly. So, fuck off with that.
Fuck yourself.
Come on, Carl. Don't eat that, Carl. You shouldn't be eating that, Carl. Darren Bulmer. All right. A couple things here. Number one, get your coffee out of those fucking plastic paper fucking cups. Get yourself a stainless steel. Get yourself a Yeti or a Hydro Flask or even just a glass or a fucking mug. Get yourself some ceramic, bro. Come on. Get your shit out of these. Get these hot boiling liquids out of fucking synthetic materials. All right, we got some sort of bread-ish. I don't know what that is. Got some jamon, but you got some eggs. All right, I guess in general, much better. But come on, get yourself. Look, I'm not saying you have to. I mean, people might be like, oh, a Yeti cup is expensive. I don't know, $20-$30. They're really not. But stainless steel, you can get cheap ones. It doesn't matter if it's a brand name or not. I've had this one forever. It's like, it's got color. It's like discolored, this Yeti thing, but this shit's a fucking beast. So I love these things. I love these things. Keeps everything hot or cold. But anyway, get yourself some stainless steel. It's not complicated. It's not expensive. Now, let me get this streaming in the Telegram chat. Okay, here we go. Let's get to the next one. Nathan Nipper. Oh, man. These nippers are driving me crazy. We got sushi. I don't have anything wrong with sushi, but let's take a look at this. So this looks, I would say, in general, better than, I guess, the fried sushi and stuff like that. But the sauces, the MSG, very high in sodium. Sodium is not the enemy, but the MSG and the stabilizers and preservatives are. They put like sugar in the rice sometimes. I don't know if you eat sushi like this, you get these sugar crashes and, the quality of the food or the fish. This has an illusion of being healthy, but it's really not. It's like candy with the sauces and stuff like that. So, if you're eating sushi, sashimi, the raw fish, for me, it's not filling. So I just kind of fell out of eating sushi. It's just more of like a gamified snack. It's not really a filling meal. You're just stuffing yourself with rice and sugar, essentially. So generally not a fan. I mean, it looks good. I can eat it. I could pound that whole thing, but then I'll either have a headache or I'll feel bloated or I'll still feel hungry. But sashimi is, raw fish. It comes down to the quality. So, some people might fight back on this. If you eat sushi, are you going to die? You're going to lose all your gains? No, of course not. Be careful when you're having raw fish from certain places. You never know, as long as it's quality. But if I usually eat sushi, I'll do sashimi and then I'm just not full. So that's just generally something I don't do anymore. And Mark says I don't miss sushi. And I used to like sushi. Sushi was my, quote, I don't want to say cheat meal, but it was something that Mama Swole and I would get because we're not going to make it at home. I'm not going to sit home and roll sushi. So we would go and, get sushi. But then I started having issues. I would cramp up or I'd have a migraine. It would just kind of fuck me up. I'd have sashimi and I'd still be hungry. So it's just, and sashimi is expensive. Like if you're just getting sashimi and you're like, oh, I get a 10-piece sashimi and it's like $20-$30. You get a couple pieces of, eat a couple. Okay, I'm still hungry. You order a ton of it, you pay out the ass for it, and then I'm still hungry. So it's just not worth it. If I'm going to pay money for food, sure, I understand you're going out, you're spending time with your friends, or you're on a date, maybe with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. Like, I get it. It's a nice meal out, but I don't mind spending money on a meal if I'm going to get quality food and I'm going to be full from it. And most places that I'm going to go, it's not going to be as good as I can make at home. So I just don't desire to do it. Yeah, I don't miss it really. I don't miss it because there's always a risk. There's always a risk. Not so much with what Nathan is eating here, in terms of getting sick, unless there's something else there. But, I mean, I've had issues with, remember we were talking about, like the last time I went, it was, probably months ago at this point. We had I love raw oysters. I like raw oysters. But the last time we went to a place, everything tasted good. We had peel and eat shrimp, I think. And then we had oysters. And Mama Soya had a headache, and I got really I had a real bad reaction to it. I had nasty food poisoning. And when that happens with me, it's just like, it's over quick. It's like an hour or two or something. I'll puke or I'll have a headache or a migraine. It wasn't good. And it just kind of ruined my taste for it. And you guys know this, when you get sick with something, it just kills your taste for it. So I just don't want the risk, When I go to eat food, or if I eat a meal, I'm at the point in my life where I just don't want the risk. I don't want to feel like crap. I'd rather eat something that I know is going to be good. I'm going to feel great. I don't want to go out and spend money and then, I don't know if I'm going to feel like shit for a day or shit my brains out or have a crazy headache. I'll pass. So but the thing is, I don't know if it was the oysters. I've never had issues with raw oysters. I've never had issues with raw oysters. So in my head, psychologically, I'm trying to save raw oysters. I'm trying to save it for me. I'm trying to blame it on the shrimp, which it could have been, but it could have been either one or both. I don't know, but it didn't work out well. And Mama Swole had a little bit of a headache, but I got hit with it bad. So it wasn't just me. And we both ate both things. So I don't know what it was. Anyway, the risk, right? Risk reward. It's like, I could do that. I could spend $100 and then, I don't know, maybe I'll feel like absolute fucking shit, or I can spend a lot less, eat good food and be fine and go do other things. So I just think finding entertainment that's not going out and eating random shit, it's probably a better way to do it. Just eat your food and find your entertainment, then go play mini golf or go to the beach or go dancing or go see a movie or something. Spend your money on other things. Eat your food at home. Just a thought. And to each their own. But yeah, I can't do a lot of those things anymore just because the quality sucks. And it's worse. It's getting progressively worse when you go to places, because this is the problem with things like shrinkflation and just general inflation. People are trying to cut corners and maximize profits and things like that. And you get less quality and less amount. And why? When I can get grass-fed and finished beef and a ribeye or skirt steak and cook it up and have potatoes and a nice big full meal and I'm stuffed and I feel great for a fraction of the price, it just makes more sense. It just makes more sense. Can't justify it. And it's not so much the money as it is just, I want to feel good. I don't want to feel like shit when I'm eating, because that's something you can't avoid. It's not a good feeling. All right. Rachel Stafford, we got steak, we got shrimp. Ironically, speaking of shrimp, okay, potatoes and asparagus. All right, I'll approve that. I'll approve it.
And that's the way, I like it.
Whoa, Mr. Fiddler. We got Sean Fiddler here. Are those a couple fucking nice little ribeyes on the bone? Daddy likes it. I like it. Get in my fucking belly. Feed me, baby. Feed me.
My belly.
Feed me, Sean. Nice. All right, we got one more, and this is a top fan. So I'll be nice, right? I'll be nice because you follow the page. I appreciate you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna rip this apart. Svetlio, a chocolate chip protein cake. Okay, well, that's not a thing. Come on, guys. A chocolate chip protein cake? I don't care how many scoops of whey protein you put in this. It doesn't make it a protein. It doesn't make it, ooh, this is good because there's protein in it. This is the grift, right? Protein cookie. No, it's a fucking cookie. You're eating a fucking cookie. it's not like the equivalent is like, well, there's whey protein in there. So it's going to be the same. There was 30 grams of protein in there. It's not the same as eating 30 grams of protein in ribeye steak. It's not the same. Protein is not the same. You can't just say protein. Broccoli has fucking protein, but you're not absorbing it. All right, it's cake. This is going to be 3 or 4 meals. Bro, do not eat this for a fucking meal, dude. This is dessert. This is like, that is not a meal, dude. That's not a meal. You're just eating cake. Stop lying to yourself. Okay, knowledge cock time. Well, you're already getting it. You're getting slapped across. Mark says, that's why I don't eat out anymore. Why pay for crap food cooked in crap where I could spend the same amount of money on food that would span for a week? Indeed. My buddies had raw oysters and clams a year ago, took out the entire group out of both ends. Ooh. Ooh. Jen says, I have a sushi roll contraption at home. I just use avocado, bitter rice, organic seaweed. We use it as a quick to-go snack, not to satisfy hunger. All those toppings kill my stomach. PK says, Mark, I thought I would hate life without sushi. Turns out it's much better without. Well, you know, I think people like it just because of the taste profile, right? You get some fat, you get some protein, and there's salt and sugar all over with the sauces and fried foods. It's like, because it doesn't look like McDonald's fries, and it doesn't look like fried chicken, and just like, it doesn't look like garbage. So you're like, oh, this is healthy. Look, it's small. It's a small amount. Look at all these little rolls I'm eating. You know, it's like a kind of like a girl thing where you get this idea that, I don't know, there's like an illusion the way it looks that it's healthy, but it's not. It really isn't. It really isn't. And I'm not saying that if you eat sushi, it's automatically a problem. There's different choices, but you put all these toppings on it. You're just drizzling, and those sauces, it's just like that, the thick, like drippy sauce. It's just pure sugar. It's just syrup. Yeah. Oh, there's a little bit of fish on it. There's like a little slab of fish, and it's rice. Don't forget, they're making a profit. So they give you all this fucking rice. They give you fake crab or fake fish or whatever it is. And then they give you a little tiny piece of protein on top, and they drizzle it with sugar. And it's like, hey, look, I'm eating healthy. No, sir. No, sir. All right.
What's in the box?
Here we go. Let's see. Aryanke 200-879 or Aryan. All right. Or a Ryan or AR Yank. Well, that was nice. Not bad.
I give it a 10.
Solid, good tone.
A 10. A fucking 10.
Ripped it. Papa Soy, how do I get a strong back? Can you please help? And what all exercise should we do to get a strong back? Join the fam. You need help. Join us over at swolenormousx.com. We have all that for you inside the app. You want to get a strong back? You got to row. Do some pulls, right? Upper back row, pull downs, one arm rows, low rows, barbell rows, Smith machine rows. You know, make sure you're getting some hyper extensions in there for your hamstrings and glutes and lower back, spinal erectors, RDLs, stiff leg deadlifts. Make sure you have a hinge so you get those spinal erectors, Jefferson curls. Cairo Abaza. How can I get rid of belly fat and love handles? Build more muscle, get rid of inflammatory foods, build muscle. Heavy strength training, build muscle, get your nutrition in order, and you'll trim down fat over time, get your hormones in order, lower your cortisol, lower stress. Kara Alexis, how to have a positive mindset by having one. It's just patterns. The voice inside your head, it matters. If you have negative self-talk, that's going to wear you down. So don't lie to yourself. Force it. Fake it till you make it, right? Write down 3 things you're grateful for every morning or every evening. Have positive thoughts. Be mindful. Exercise. Get sun. Go for a walk. Get off social media. Remember, social media, the news, politics, these things are important, but they're mostly negative because these headlines and these apps and these news organizations and movies and TV shows and whatever it is, it's trying to catch your attention. And most humans are attacked, or, you know, if you stress people out or you kind of like go after fear or anxiety, this is going to keep you in this kind of like negative spiral. So that's just an evolutionary thing. Humans are going to be attracted to or notice something that's stressful or negative. So most things out there are going to catch you with that headline, and keeps you in that spiral. Ben J. Punch. Papa Swole. What do you think about the rest after a good training in gym? The rest? Essential. Recovery is essential. Intensity, volume, and frequency. Intensity is high. Adjust the volume and frequency accordingly. Rest is important. I always say go to the fucking gym, and all the memes, oh, fuck your rest days, go to the fucking gym, because most people, they don't lift. So you shouldn't be taking a rest day. You're not even, it's a meme. It's hyperbolic. You need recovery. You need a good program. You should be strength training about 4 days a week. So rest is important. Recovery is important. Managing your fatigue is important. So you shouldn't be lifting 7 days a week. But I'm still going to put out content that trolls rest days, because most people, every day is a rest day. They never train. So get to the fucking gym. Get to the fucking gym. We'll worry about your recovery from doing so much. You need more recovery. We'll worry about that later. Let's get your ass into the fucking gym first, and then we can worry about you taking a recovery day. Well, Papa, when can I have a cheat meal? Let's get rid of your fat gut, and then we'll talk about you eating more poison. Okay? All right. Esmo Revival, Papa Swole, will my gains increase if I sleep 8 hours a day in the fucking gym? Not in the fucking gym. Don't be sleeping in the gym unless you own it. Will your gains increase? Well, sleep is not necessarily sleeping more isn't going to improve your gains necessarily, directly. Sleeping more is going to make you bigger, but of course it's going to lower cortisol. It's going to allow you to recover. It's good for growth hormone and testosterone. So sleep is very important, and recovery is important. Progressive overload is how you're going to build muscle. So it's all part of it. So it's very, very much a part of all of it. Not a direct correlation necessarily, but yeah, you need proper sleep and proper recovery. Great Cornholio on Rumble. Papa Swole, I will be doing a 5K on May the 4th. Ooh, get yourself some Beep Boop Gym merch. I've never done a run like this. Best way to condition: sprint, steady run, power walk, nips out. 5K is 3 miles. It's pretty simple. So you've never done a run like this? I mean, I'm only a fan of really sprints or walking. I'm not a big fan of jogs. But the best way to condition, you have to learn how to run. I'm not a big fan of a lot of these things because people have poor posture. They run heel to toe and they run on pavement. It's just really a bad way to run. Personally, I'm not a fan of the mid-range or long distance. It's either sprints or walking. If you want to go a long distance, you're not going to run as a human. You're going to walk. But sprints are very important too. So conditioning, yeah. I mean, are you running at all? Are you doing any kind of things? You could look up an easy running program. You definitely need recovery. So just keep that in mind. If you're lifting heavy weights, that's where it gets a little bit gnarly. Not so much for a 5K, but if you're lifting, you want to make sure that you're recovering enough. And if you're not running at all and you want to do this in just 2 months, you got to make sure that you don't overdo it as you ramp up. So make sure you analyze your gait, your proper running form, good footwear, good preparation, anterior tibialis work, good mobility training, and start easy. You don't want to just go out and run, 3 miles and then take a week off. So go and do half a mile or do a mile nice and easy. And then you can ramp up slowly over time. It's just any kind of progressive overload. Same thing with cardio and running and yeah. So, I mean, in terms of the timing, March, April, 2 months, and you've never done that, a little tight in my opinion, but it's not that long of a distance, so you might be fine. It also depends on if you have extra body fat to lose, because the more extra mass you have, or you can have other types of, dynamic postural issues. If you have your knees caving in or you're overpronating, you can get shin splints or, Achilles tendonitis and different things like that, or knee pain and things like that if you progress too quickly. So little things like jumping rope are great. I like that in the morning. It's good for lymphatic drainage. It's good for a little cardio. It's good for elasticity in your calves and things like that. So start off light, but more frequent, start off little coats of paint. You're better off that way. I used to do 10Ks and stuff like that barefoot. I used to do these trail runs and stuff like that. They would shut down these state parks down here in Florida where they have mountain biking courses. It's Florida, so there's no hills, but they, it's all, it's manufactured. So they have all these ups and downs in these woods, and they would shut down the mountain biking trail for these 5Ks and 10Ks and half marathons and stuff like that for the trail. So that was fun for a little bit. And then I got over it. You start getting injured or knee starts hurt. It's just hard to combine that with heavy strength training. A lot of people try to do it, or they post online, they're doing all this stuff. They get injured all the time. People that do that stuff, when they're always posting like, hey, I'm training and I'm jacked and I'm running all the time, they don't show all the injuries necessarily, because you get overuse injuries like crazy just because of the repetitive movement pattern, the impact, and trying to offlay that with heavy strength training. Just got to pick your priority, right? Got to pick your priority. But I think for the average person, or for most people, it's much more important that you go for walks, you do sprints and like high intensity interval type stuff, and heavy strength training. This is easier to maintain long term. Let's see. Thank you. I'm doing level 14 incline, 15 to 20 minutes, 2 to 4 times a week, trying to hit 1 mile every time. So you're doing like incline walking. Yeah, it's good for your cardio. Maine Marshall, what can I change in my daily protein intake? Let's see. Bring this up. Oops. What can I change in my daily protein intake to get more? I eat 3 eggs, 2 bacon, 2 cups of milk, half pound of grass-fed ground beef or steak. This with my carbs get me to 90 grams or so. So eat more protein. What do you mean? So you're trying to get about what, 0.8 grams per pound of body weight? So what do you, just eat more of what you're doing. Understand if you're eating 3 eggs, when I eat eggs, I eat the whole egg, but just understand you're getting a lot of fat. So bacon is protein, but it's a lot of fat. 2 cups of milk, if it's whole full fat milk, it's a lot of fat. Grass-fed ground beef, a lot of that's 85-15, so it's a significant amount of fat. So you're eating a lot more fatty protein sources, so it's filling you up, and you can go for leaner cuts of meat. Just saying, I mean, I prefer 85-15 for grass-fed beef, but if you get something that's like 93-7 or 90-10, you're getting less fat, you're getting more protein. So you could focus more on eggs, less on, let's see, you could have a protein shake. Let's see. What else do I eat? I mean, eat more of what you're already doing. To be honest, I would just eat more. I'm not really sure what you're looking for, other foods, or I'm just saying be aware of what you're consuming, because fat's very filling. And a lot of good protein sources have fat, but it's very healthy for you. Just keep that in mind. I mean, 3 eggs, bacon, half a pound of grass-fed, just more. That's not a lot of food for one day if you're training hard and you're trying to increase. Make sense? I'm not really sure if you're looking for anything in particular. What can I change? Eat more of that. What about 6 eggs? Doesn't have to be in one shot. What about 3 eggs twice a day? What about a pound of grass-fed beef and you're eating a half twice a day? It's just more. This is more food. But keep in mind, for a given amount of food, if you're full, then you want to decrease the fat content and increase the protein, and then fill in the rest with carbohydrates. Maine says, I don't want to eat too much of one thing. I don't love eggs. I could eat more beef if it's safe. You don't want to eat too much of one thing. What does that mean? It's a good topic, but what do you mean? Why don't you want to eat too much of one thing? What is that? Why would that be bad? You don't need tons of variety. You just need the nutrients. You need more nutrients. So you don't need to be eating all of that together in one day. I mean, eggs and steak, I mean, that's great. Those are great foods, but you don't need to be eating every different food under the sun. You don't need crazy variety like in a given day. You can rotate different meals, but you just need to eat more of it. This is why people that are trying to eat more protein eat more frequently. Instead of 1 meal or 2 meals, you're eating 3 meals. That's why I had some yogurt, and then I'll have some eggs and some toast, and then I'll work out, and then I'll have some more food. I'll have like a big glass, I'll have some chocolate milk or some whatever else, or a protein shake. Like I'll add more protein throughout the day. I easily get tired of the same thing in one day. I think get out of your own head, man. I'm just being honest. You get tired of eating the same thing. I don't think that's really a thing. I don't understand. I don't understand that. I don't understand. I get tired. I think it's just, that's a mental thing. You're extrapolating other types of Like our environment is designed to overstimulate you when it comes to phones and TV and different things. Everything's got to be different. And the concept that, oh, it's the same thing, it's boring, but everyone else is eating all these different things. I need to eat all these different things. Look at anyone who's successful with training or bodybuilding. I'm not saying you have to be a bodybuilder, but if you're trying to build muscle, you should look to bodybuilders and how they regulate their day and how they regulate their meals, because their goal, a bodybuilder, their whole goal is to build muscle and then symmetry and lean, right? That's the entire goal. You guys and the average person, you're not competing professionally, but you still want to build your body. So you want to do bodybuilding. You want to be strength training, which is bodybuilding. There's, subtle differences, but you want to build muscle. So how do you build muscle? You train hard, progressive overload, and you eat enough protein. You eat sufficient fuel to satisfy your body. So build muscle. And if you look at anyone who's successful with this, yeah, you see the 15 Tupperwares and it's all the same fucking meal because it's fuel. Doesn't mean you can't enjoy it. This is the difference between you're not getting on stage. So it doesn't matter for you if you're 11 or 12 or 13% body fat or 16 to 17. That doesn't matter in itself. It matters if you're stepping on stage, but it really also for bodybuilding, it doesn't matter if you're 7% or 5%. If you're 6% body fat and you look leaner than someone who's 4%, then you look better. It's the visual, right? The actual number doesn't matter. So do you want results? Yeah. Do you want results? Do the things that you need to do. Make sure you're getting the proper nutrients in. If you have this idea that you're getting bored, that's a psychological thing. And I'm not sure where that comes from. Because if you're eating those types of food, bro, where's your post again? Let me see. Look at what you're eating. All right. Eggs, bacon, milk, and grass-fed beef with your carbs. What are you eating for carbs? What kind of variety do you need? I'll eat bacon and eggs every fucking day. And it's going to taste amazing and awesome every day. I'll eat beef all the time. And it's fucking great. And I always want it because I'm hungry. You're a car. You're a human body. You need fuel. So fuel up. You don't go to the gas station like, you know what? I'm going to put water in my gas tank today. I'm just tired of putting in unleaded every day. Let me just fucking jet fuel that shit. Just saying. Not to mention you can cook ground beef in like 100 different ways. You can cook ground beef with the rice. You can cook ground beef with the eggs. You can make patties. You can make meatballs. You can, just kind of put the whole block on there, flip it and kind of like eat it with chunks. And, there's so many different ways to eat ground beef, even just ground beef. Maybe you just haven't found different things, or you have to experiment a little bit and find and just expand your cooking, expand your skills there and try different things. Because once you find a really great meal that you love, cool, add it to the rotation. You'll probably have 4 or 5 meals that you rotate through. How many meals do you guys eat in terms of variety? Like Mama Swole, we just eat kind of like the same things, but we just rotate them through. Hey, we'll do chicken tonight. And she'll make like rice and chicken and like her own she'll do that. Or we'll have ribeyes, or we'll have skirt steak or ground beef, or we'll have eggs and we'll have breakfast for dinner. Or it's really just like the same meals, just kind of rotated through depending on how we feel. Yeah, last night we had some broth, we had some beef, we had rice. Maine Marshall, I hear a lot of people say 1 pound of beef a day isn't good for you. Who says that? Who says that?
I work with retards.
When people say raw milk is bad, okay, you shouldn't eat raw liver. That's dangerous for you. Okay, well, I've been eating it for like almost 20 years. So, oh my God, raw dairy, you're going to get sick. I'm fine. I've told you guys, like the only 2 times I had some dairy from the deep freezer and it was in there for too long. I didn't realize. And I got fucked up. It's just because it was old. I ate like some old fermented, like rotting dairy. And I didn't know because the date was like rubbed off and I made a mistake. So that was a bad choice and that was a bad experience, but never had an actual issue with raw dairy. Just don't put raw dairy, cream or anything or colostrum in the freezer for like 6 months to a couple years and then consume it. Doesn't stay good indefinitely. The more you know. But I've never had any issues. Raw eggs. I haven't had raw eggs really in a while. I used to eat raw eggs just out of the carton. I have swole motions. I used to just crack them in the parking lot. Like Publix organic brown eggs. I would just fucking crack it and eat it. I can't even tell you how many raw eggs I've eaten in my life. Thousands. Never had a problem. Eating raw eggs. I was eating raw eggs for like 20 years. Never got sick from raw eggs. So, salmonella. I mean, maybe if you have a weak digestive system or you don't have that, your gut biome prepared, it makes sense. It makes sense if you have issues. If you've never done it before, your body doesn't have the ability or the capacity to digest it well, or it's a shock to the system or the bacterial profile. You're really just a bacteria hotel in your gut. So if you haven't populated the right bacteria, you might have issues digesting or handling certain things. I don't know. I don't know why that would be a problem. I eat steak every day. We have steak pretty much every day. If Mama Swole makes like a chicken meal, we call it veggies. I'm like, all right, we're eating vegan tonight. She's like, veggies and rice. If she's like, veggies and rice tonight, I'm like, yeah, all right. It'll break up, it mixes it up a little bit. I'm like, okay. Veggies and rice means chicken and rice in this house. Chicken's a vegetable. All right. Kara Alexis, how long should I be on the elliptical or treadmill? I don't give a shit. How long? I don't care. As long as you want. If you're walking and doing low intensity, you can go fine. Get your steps in, get your walking in. Nothing wrong with that. How long? I don't fucking care. How long should I go? I don't know. How do I know? Maine Marshall, thanks everyone. Nutrition is the only thing I really struggle with still, trying to find my sweet spot to build consistency that accomplishes my goals. Well, that never ends, by the way. So you're eating certain foods for a while. Maybe one of those foods or the pattern in which you eat, you get a different job, your schedule changes, then it becomes less convenient, or you like different things. So that's going to happen too. You're always working on nutrition. Every day you're eating food. So that's going to constantly be in like subtle flux. So don't act like, okay, I'm locked in. I'm eating this. Oh my God, how am I going to eat this forever? You're not. You're making more food tomorrow. Just make it a little bit different. Add a little bit of a different spice. Cook it a little bit differently. Have the beef in the morning and have breakfast for dinner. Have some eggs and bacon for dinner or something. Mix it up. It's just food. It's not that complicated. It's really not that complicated. People will overcomplicate it. But again, this is why we're here every day. This is why we have the Swole fam. This is why we have the app and Swolenormous X and all this stuff, because most of these things out there, you guys have the tools inside the Swole fam. You have the tools to customize your nutrition, and you learn how to eat properly and make good decisions. A lot of times you'll see content over the years that complicates things, because then if it's complicated, you can, buy this, because then this is a simple answer. I want you guys to learn how to eat food properly. You don't have to be like on a set plan. You got to create your own. You learn what foods work best for you and you eat those. And sure, you can measure it, you can weigh it and see how much you're eating, fine. But you fundamentally need to eat the right foods that are not going to fuck you up. If you're getting fucked up, then it's not helping you. It's hurting you. You're working against yourself. Okay, let's get into balls deep. Let's get into some other stuff. Deep. All right, let's see how deep we can go. It's probably going to be, we got 2 videos. It's going to be a short one today. All right, we got 2 videos, and then we're going to wrap up, and tomorrow we'll have another amazing man cast. This one's a short one, 17 seconds. It's called Free Will.
A daily reminder to exercise free will.
Jesus.
Today, I exercised my free will and booked a hysterectomy. I am getting my uterus launched out of my body in early November if insurance approves it and all things go right. And I'm very excited about it.
Good. I am excited too. I am excited too. I am in favor of I'm in favor of mentally insane people sterilizing themselves. Based?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
I am in favor of the mentally insane sterilizing themselves. Why? Because they're not going to make more mentally insane people. There are certain genetic predispositions to being retarded, being mentally insane, not being able to function. So I don't see this as like, oh my God, how can you do? We should be. No, if someone who's mentally insane wants to not reproduce, slow clap. Okay. I mean, I'm in favor. Go do it. Don't give a shit. Future generations, we salute you. You know, future generations are going to look back and be like, nice. All right, this one. Oh, is this? Ooh, Tess Hornaday. No, this is Tess Holliday. Wow, she's still alive. That's good to know. She's on Ozempic, isn't she? Is she doing Ozempic? And now she's not. Is she still posting? I bet you she went on Ozempic, lost the fat, and now she's like pretending like she wasn't promoting obesity. I don't know. I don't follow her shit anymore. I never really followed her shit, but she was all over my page for a while. Needed to watch on the big screen to make sure I could fit her fat ass. All right, it's called life insurance. All right.
I'm sorry.
Nope, she's not on Ozempic.
I did think that I could get life insurance as a 40-year-old, non-smoking, non-drinking, non-health issue having human.
Oh, non-drinking, non-health issue having? Non-health issue having. You mean healthy? You're not healthy. You're morbidly obese. That term morbidly obese does not go hand in hand with non-health issue having human. This is like saying you have a front hole as a woman. Yeah. You're a birthing person. You're a non-health issue having human. No, you're morbidly obese. That is an unhealthy situation. I don't blame Based Life Insurance Company. If you look like you're going to just drop dead because of cake, yeah, you probably aren't going to get covered.
And that was honestly my bad. It was my bad. I know. Am I 5'3" and do I weigh over 300 pounds? And apparently,
Jesus Christ, 5'3" and over 300 pounds. Yeah, what fucking insurance company? That's like building your house in the middle of the ocean and then asking for like, I don't know, flood insurance. You know? All right, I'm going to build my house right on the San Andreas fault line. I'm going to be over the fault line. I want earthquake insurance. You're not going to get covered, but you're going to pay a lot of money. It's like fire insurance, right? Fire insurance in Malibu. Yeah. Holy shit. You're a whale. Get help. Go to the fucking gym. Stop eating garbage. And what's with the nose piercing? Really? Like, what the fuck are with you? What's with you people? What's with these nose septum piercings? It doesn't look good on anyone. Why do you put the fuck? Ladies, stop this shit. Stop. 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 No one likes it. No dude likes the nose ring. I don't think there's one person on the planet that likes it. No one looks good with it. Not one person has looked good ever with a septum piercing. Not one. Not one. A little nose ring on the side, fine. Maybe a little ring on the side. Some people can pull it off. Septum piercing, 0
pounds. And apparently.
And when I say 0, I mean, even if you're gorgeous, okay, it makes you less gorgeous. Like if you have one, you will look better without it. That's my point. Period. You like, wow, I'm glad you put that septum piercing there. You look better. Never will happen. Even if you can kind of get around it because you're just like, wow, stunningly beautiful, you're better without it.
300 pounds. And apparently that makes me ineligible for
no shit
life insurance. Yeah, it does. It does. Do I work out every single day and have no pre-existing conditions?
Stop the cat. This gives the gym a bad name. Do I work out every day? Well, not properly. Do I work out every day? I'd love to see these workouts. I want to see the workouts. I want to see what you eat. I bet you, like, in a year, 6 months, if she literally did everything that I was like, okay, and I had complete control, like you're doing this, like a Sims game, you'd look like a different person, but you're not going to do it.
Or take any kind of medication. Yeah, I do. But hey, I also understand that the medical any kind of or take any kind of medication. Yeah, I do.
Did you say she does take medication or no?
Yeah, I do. But hey, I also understand that the medical industrial complex.
Big words. The medical industrial complex. You're morbidly obese. No one's going to insure. That's like literally going to buy fire insurance and you're going, hey, I want to get fire insurance, right? And let's say the insurance rep comes out to check your property and the house is on fire. You're like, I'd like to buy fire insurance. And they're like, your house is on fire right now. They're like, yeah, that's why I'm calling you, because I want fire insurance. You're like, you need the fire department, bro. Yeah.
Is fat phobic and inherently the system is broken. And I understand, and that's my bad, and that's on me. And
it is on
honestly,
you.
It won't
go to the fucking gym.
Again.
Lift heavy weights. Stop eating cake.
Lesson learned.
Lesson learned. Yeah, they're fat phobic. No, you're fat as fuck. Stop. It's over. It's over. Ooh, we're not balls deep. No. No. Double deep. No, we're not balls deep again. Hit the wrong button. Thank you, Freddie. Appreciate you. Maybe pay attention. All right, let's give away today's Swole car. We got this one. It is Sick Fucking Gains. All right, again, yes. Picking a winner. You came to play. All right, today's winner is Candyman. Congratulations, Candyman 156156. Congratulations. Elizabeth in the Telegram chat says it's probably a Kardashian workout. Yeah, she's probably got those pink weights. Man, I haven't been to her page. I bet you check out that page. It's going to be, what are you just doing, cardio all the time? Look, let me just tell you, if you're morbidly obese, if you're 5'3" and over 300 pounds, it is not working. I'm just going to tell you, it's not working. It's not working. You're not magically fat. Okay? You're not magically fat. If you're doing it, it's like, well, I do work out and I do eat healthy. Well, you're not eating properly. Forget the word healthy. You think it's not. I work out. Okay. You go to the gym, you do stuff, you sweat a little bit. You're going to sweat walking up a flight of stairs because you're over 300 fucking pounds and you're a midget almost. So you're morbidly obese. Okay? You're morbidly obese. You're not doing it right. And this is where people have to get their heads out of their asses and their egos in check. Hey, if you're not getting the proper results, I don't care what you think you're doing, you're not doing it properly. The results speak for themselves. You're not doing it properly. So Candyman, send us that email, support@snormus.com, 3584 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. It is throwback time. Oh boy, this looks like a bizarro Tess Holliday.
What does healthy mean? Truly, what does healthy...
Wow, what a strong open for that clip. Let's do that again. That's savage.
What does healthy mean? Truly, what does healthy mean?
Not you.
It's different for all of us, but I think the problem is that everybody keeps thinking that healthy has a universal definition and it's applying it to everybody all around us.
Well, yeah.
That needs to be looked at and understood to say like, your healthy might be entirely different than my health.
Your health might be completely different than my health. I don't think you understand what that word means.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Oh, God, what a great open. Han Solo. Oh, my God. Speaking of Han Solo, what about Han Swole? Look at this. We got go to the Beep Boop Gym. Buy one, get one, 50% off merch. papaswolio.com. Shameless plug. Go check it out. All right, fam, thanks for being here. We'll see you tomorrow for 3585. A reminder, over there on the greatest website in the realm, papaswolio.com, you can get all these different designs and shirts. We also have lots of other cool things over there. If you don't know, man, you get some shirts, get some hoodies, but you can also pick up some tapestries, fam. You got tapestries
This is a
over
castle,
there.
isn't it? There are tapestries.
We have many tapestries.
Look at the go to the Beep Beep Boop Gym tapestry. We have Swirler Vortex tapestry. We have Forest Pump tapestry. We have a Super Swole Bros tapestry. We have a Depth Vader tapestry. Should we go through all of them? We have Thomas the Tren tapestry. We have Swole Rats tapestry. We got a lot of we have many tapestries. Turn your casa into a castle. Go get yourself some tapestries over at papaswolio.com. And join the fam today, swolenormousx.com. Hit the like button, subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Hope you enjoyed the new meme intro. If you missed it, go and check it out. Rewind the podcast. And we'll see you tomorrow. Go to the fucking gym. Let's fucking get after it. Peace, McGee's, deuce, magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I gift rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Ay, yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping.